It's getting beautiful outside, isn't it? It is turning green and the grass is growing. Some of you have some green in your pocket. We live in the city of Greensburg, and we were just declared to be in the green phase, and we're opening back up. So that means it's time to get out and support the local restaurants. It's time to find someplace new. That's what I did. So we left. We tried BSB Wings. Here's that review. Hang tight.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum.
Okay, let me let you in on a little bit of how this episode was supposed to go, because it didn't go exactly like planned. I filmed this episode back when we were quarantined, and it was in the middle of the quarantine, so everybody was aching to get out and was really frustrated with all the cold, rainy weather that we had and was really longing for some good weather. We got one of those days finally. So also everybody was telling me about this wing place, this new wing place in Greensburg back behind the mall, and said that you need to go try it out. And so I wanted to. So I wanted to get out of the house, and then I also had a major craving for some wings, so it seemed like a great My City Greensburg episode. So what we planned to do is we were going to go out and hang out in a parking lot right outside there, spend some time just seeing some friends with the social distancing, just kind of hanging out, and then after about 30 minutes of hanging out or whatever, call in an order, pick up the wings, and then have the chance to film this episode. So we did that, and we decided to then, after hanging out for a few minutes, to order the food. So we ordered the food, and then we got bad news. So our plan was to come get wings, and then we were going to try the new wing place, but what happened, Paxton?
We discovered that the wait was, 1 hour.
We got to wait an hour on our wings, but it's worth it because it's a nice day. That would have been okay if that was the only piece of bad news, because the kids have been cooped up for a long time, so it's no big deal for them to go sit in a car for a little while or to hang out in the beautiful day, and they're going to be able to find stuff to do. They've been doing that for quite a while now, so they're pretty good at it, right? And so an hour wait's not that big of a deal. So we hung out for 30 minutes in the parking lot talking, and then we called in our food, and it was going to be an hour wait. Then we walked into the restaurant and sat in the restaurant with our mask on, waiting to pick up our food for about 20 minutes, and then eventually found out we had really messed up. We called the wrong BSB. In fact, we called a BSB that was farther away, and somehow got the phone numbers mixed up. So after 2 hours of waiting, we didn't get any wings that day. We just had to go home. So we're going to have to reset this and try this again. Here's that redo. We ordered the wings, we picked them up, we brought them to the church for a chance to try them, and so new setting, new setup, now it's going to work. As you can see, you've got no small amount of choices that you can choose from at BSB, and so what we did is we just chose 4 that we will try out. Garlic butter parmesan. We've got the Napoleon, which is labeled as a sweet buffalo. Game changer here. Seasonings, parm with a ranch base. LeBron to the Lakers, which is a conglomeration of all kinds of strangeness here. LeBron to the Lakers. Tell me about it.
Raspberry, honey mustard, and black magic.
So first of all, we got these wings to get ready to record a sermon for Sunday, and I hadn't even opened them yet. And look at this! And now I have to record with that's a butter spot. It's not a wet spot, so it's not coming out. It is there. So a little bit of a throwback. If you want to go back and watch the sermon from May 10th, you will be able to see that spot right there the whole time, and that'll answer all your questions of why it is. But I'm starting with the garlic parmesan. This is one of Pat's recommendations. Covered in a lot of Parmesan, swimming in a lot of butter, and so it doesn't get much more obvious than that in the title.
Garlic butter Parmesan. Eaten with the classic
classic.
Pat has explain your method here.
I can't now. I have to wait a minute. I don't know where to start necessarily because that's number one. But my goodness.
That's your favorite.
Well, it's my favorite until I try the other one.
Right. Heavy flavor. That's going to be one that leaves some breath behind, but it's good.
I've been asked to give a tutorial of the slam method or whatever it is for eating. Now, it only works on the wing part, not on the drumstick part. Well, you could try it on the drumstick part, but I don't think you'd get very far. But it's just we've all seen the stories, and we've all seen and heard the stories about slamming a wing into your mouth, and all it comes out with is the bone. Well, this is a way to actually do it. It's not quite as pretty and clean as you might like, but it really works. So push together, slam it down off of the bone. Now you've got everything, and down the hatch it goes.
All in. That is the Sweet Hot. Here we go. It reminds me a little bit of Dino's Sweet Hot there in Greensburg, which is a fantastic wing. A big fan of that. That's really, really good. I like sweet things, but I'm also a fan of buffalo, so that's a perfect combination. That's good.
And that Sweet Hot thing works. Really works.
Too hot or not too hot?
Very nice and kind of mild. So the Sweet Hot works. The jam method again, but this is the LeBron.
Wow, a jam on the LeBron method also.
Yeah, that's a great pun.
Wow.
This is the only time I'll jam on LeBron, but I'm taking him down. So this is raspberry, honey mustard, black magic from BSB. So we'll see what it likes. But it smells really good. Bam, jam, pow. I'm not really a fan. I don't like the raspberry thing and the honey mustard, but it's still fun to jam on LeBron.
I am a small guy from Arkansas, so I'm not going to be jamming on LeBron. LeBron. I'm just going to be eating it. So here we go, LeBron. That does do a lot of interesting things, a lot of strange things. First and foremost, as you would expect, it is sweet first. I got to agree, the honey mustard stands out more than the raspberry. I thought it'd be the other way around. But I am not a huge fan of honey mustard. But I got to say, it is better than I thought, but still not one of my favorites. Don't know that I would necessarily go back to it, but it's an okay wing, and it's worth trying.
All right, this is Game Changer from BSB. That's the butter and Parmesan and ranch base and just a whole bunch of stuff that I think I like. Yep, just what I expected. Awesome.
I was not excited about a ranch base. This surprises me. There's a lot of different flavors in that, a lot of different spices going on. So better than I expected. Definitely a good wing. So the experience at BSB Wings, other than the fact that we messed up the first time and it wasn't their fault, it was a really good experience. There's some great wings, a lot of fantastic choices, and I really encourage you to spend some time. Go get them and support this new restaurant here in Greensburg, and there's a lot of new restaurants coming in. Hey, I want to talk about that because that's a good point to launch from. On Friday, the Friday that we all went green here at Westmoreland County, the day that I was longing for, the day that I was so excited about, the one thing that I wanted to do was go to a restaurant, because we hadn't done that, right? And so we decided to go out for lunch as our family, and we went to a restaurant that was going to be busy. We knew it was going to be busy, and so we went at lunch so it wouldn't be as busy. Showed up, and surprisingly, there was not that many people there. It was kind of a strange thing, because I expected the people to run out in droves, and then I began to get word over and over that this was the norm. People weren't coming out quite like everybody expected. So here's what I want to do. We're now used to it a little bit. We've had a little more time in the green and things are starting to settle in. And I want to encourage you to do something. Greensburg restaurants need us right now. And you know that I'm passionate about this. You know that this is something that I've focused on. Greensburg restaurants are struggling, local restaurants are struggling, and we need to support them. So I want to call on everybody that watches this to really try hard this week to find a Greensburg restaurant that you can support. Go out, tip well, order well, make it a night. You're tired of cooking. Who isn't, right? We've been doing this for a long time. So let's go out and enjoy it. It will be different. It's not going to be like you used to experience, or you can order takeout if you're still worried about it. But I really want to focus this week heavily on really supporting those local restaurants. On our Facebook page, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share episodes that we've recorded where we've gone to local restaurants, Out of the Fire, the White Rabbit, all of the pizza places. Did you know that we did an episode where we rated all of the local pizza here in Greensburg, and there's still more to be done on that? Loopy and Leo's, one of my favorite Greensburg restaurants. Take Barbecue that we just did an episode on just last week. All of these are places that really, really need our support right now, and I'm calling on everybody that watches this to band together as a community, and let's try to save our restaurants because they need it right now. People are going back to work. They've been out of work for a long time. They need those tips. They need those wages. They need that support, but the local owners also need it. So find a new restaurant this week. Be brave. Be bold, try something different. Don't go to the same old place that you usually go to. Try something new this week, because if you do that, here's what I am confident of. You will be impressed with what we have in Greensburg. We've got a great city, and I'm really looking forward to supporting it. I'm really looking forward to it all opening back up, and I'm really, really excited about what's happening in Westmoreland County. So thank you for watching, because this is my city, Greensburg.